right, we are live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube and TikTok. We're double streaming it here. I haven't gone live on YouTube in almost like, I don't really go live on YouTube ever. But we'll see how this turns out. I'm going to pull a few cards for myself just to see what kind of energy we got going on. I'm going to cleanse these first. And yeah, guys, I am on YouTube as YouTube/C/Hidden Key. And that will get you to my YouTube channel. It's kind of the same thing as here, so you don't really need to go or anything. So let me see here. What do I got going on for this live? Here, oh, the pink pencil. That's good. Thank you guys for the gift for the subscription. 10 pencils in reverse. Okay. And then we got the hangman. Okay, yeah, definitely looking at things from a different angle. Very interesting. Okay, cool. Just a little, I had to do a little snapshot for myself. So, very interesting stuff. All right, guys. So, yes, like I said before, all new followers get one free card. If you would like, you can always go to the link in the bio or go to my website and purchase a reading, which will get you a live reading here. You guys want to talk about anything else as well? That's totally cool with me. We can talk about astrology. We can talk about Reiki. We can talk about palmistry. Whatever you want to talk about. I delve deep into all these different ancient techniques, and I find them all to be very fascinating. But I have North Node in Pisces in the 10th house, co-present with Jupiter. So of course I'm going to be all about the psychic stuff. And I also have a 10th house, 12th house sun, which kind of just brings out the more hidden nature of things for me. It's all very predestined that I end up being like this, which is another thing. Why I find tools like astrology to be so helpful is because you can look at your own chart and be like, oh dang, this is why I am the way I am. So why am I second guessing it? Why am I going against what I should be doing? I should be going all in on this. And we all have that issue of like, oh no, should I do this or shouldn't I? It's like always vacillating. Maybe some more than others, especially if you have Libra placements or Gemini placements, or Pisces placements. It's always mutable, right? It's always like, oh, it's one could be one thing, could be another thing. So it can be kind of a pain in the butt to have mutable placements because you kind of get in your own way sometimes. Thank you for all the likes, Maddie. I appreciate that. Maddie, do you want a card or not? Let me know. I'll pull a card for you. Just smashing that like button a whole lot. Let me just double check something. Sure. Okay. What would you like to have a reading on? Anything going on? You just want a general? I'll pull a general card for you. You like? Cards are feeling pretty good. I'll do general. Unless you have a question. If you have a question, then that's all the better. General card? Okay. So, general card for Maddie. Let's see what's going on with Maddie right now. What does Maddie need to know? General card. Please. Thank you. Two of Pentacles. All right. So, it feels right now that you're kind of like juggling things. You're kind of trying to weigh things out. This is funny because I was just talking about like the vacillation of like, oh, should I do this or should I not do this? This card is all about kind of like following the ebb and flow of life. This is water, so it represents the emotions. And you see a ship here, obviously carrying goods and all this good stuff, and a smaller ship over here. So we have this like, okay, as you continue to grow, this ship will continue to increase. The ship represents the body. So as you continue to go up and down this roller coaster of life, you're growing, you're learning, you're developing more and more. And sometimes you are forced to have to juggle things and kind of like stay on your toes about things. But this is, you don't have to kind of do this dance and it be a negative thing. You can kind of go and you can have some joy in your life. He's smiling. He's a smiley guy. And so he's juggling, he's kind of like dancing, he's going with the flow, and that's all sometimes you can do. Sometimes you have to focus on the one thing that is working, and then maybe that thing stops working, so you go and you focus on another thing, and that's perfectly fine. If it was upside down, I'd say, oh, you need to really focus on one thing. But this is, you can remain adaptable. The two represents two things coming together, and so when things come together, you're dealing with a duality. And the duality here is like, hey, there you have periods of lack and you have periods of opulence. You have periods of good times, you have periods of bad times. There is always a duality. And so that's why we also come to the duality of ebb and flow. You have periods of peak, periods of lows. So it's all about kind of flowing with things and keeping a good attitude. So I don't feel like there's anything pressing going on right now. I just feel like you're kind of riding things out, and that's perfectly okay. It's just a matter of having a good attitude, even when things kind of go low. And that can always be a challenge. I mean, heck, I've gone through it millions of times in my life, and so yeah, that's what I got for you, Betty. Brittany, what you talking about? Kind of confused on what? Oh, the Atmakarika. Um, so yeah, go watch the video in the last video I think I posted on my page, and then how can you understand it more? So what I want you to do is I want you to look up the planet, look at what it means. I want you to look up what sign it's in, and look up what that sign means. You can watch it again. And then I want you to look up the house, because the house is what area of life it's to do with, right? So if your Atmakarika is in the 10th house, well then you better believe that you're going to be thinking about your career a whole lot. If it's in the 4th house, then you're going to be thinking about the home, the mother, the emotions a lot. You're going to have to like fix that. And the thing is too, make sure that you did it in sidereal calculation, because it's not going to really work if you try to do it in tropical. Um, so all those things are going to play into it. And I'm sure you can YouTube Atmakarika, Venus in Aries, or Atmakarika, Mars in Libra, like whatever it is. Because all those different things are going to have different, um, like different meanings. And you also kind of, this is the thing with astrology, is it's all so interconnected that you do kind of have to go down a bit of a rabbit hole in order to figure things out. But if you just get the basics, heck, you can just open up like the free Chat GPT and ask Chat GPT what Atmakarika, 10th house, Mercury in Sagittarius means. You know what I mean? Whatever it is for you, whatever the highest planet degree is. Plug those things in, it'll spit something back at you. And you can figure out, because the Atmakarika really talks about what you are meant to do, what your challenges are going to be. And so, say it's Mercury. Well, your challenge is going to be communication. It's going to be thinking. It's going to be calculations. So you may not be very good at those things. You know what I mean? It could be Mars. It could be your action. It could be, stepping out of comfort zones. It could be Venus. So it's like it could be about relationships. It could be about money, because that's what Venus rules, and Jupiter and Saturn and all those different things. And so once you figure out what your Atmakarika is, you can kind of see how your own shortcomings have appeared, because the things that you find difficult in life, the things that you are challenged on, it's usually what your Atmakarika is. It's kind of like the North Node, but in this case, it's a little bit more accurate. You got Saturn? Okay. So this is about patience. This is about the long term. So Saturn really wants you to work at something for a long time in order to see the results. And that's pretty cool though, because Saturn, the thing about Saturn is, despite its cold and dryness, it is one of like the oldest, and also gives the best reward that stay around for a long time. So, say if you wanted to be an author or an artist, it's like you may not get recognized for years, and then all of a sudden, bang, you have success, and you ride that, you keep on riding that success forever. So it's a very it can be very beneficial, especially if you understand what Saturn means. So in this case, yeah, I think for you, it's like, do you have a hard time sticking with things? Do you have a hard time, really like going through time and be like, I'm going to dedicate my life every day to this and just keep on doing it, just like be a machine? Because if you have difficulties doing that, that's why Saturn is your Apokarika. It's because you're meant to kind of have that persistence, that dedication to something. We were talking about relationships earlier and what you need to kind of focus on as far as the star reverse. It's like you need to kind of dedicate yourself to yourself. Yeah, sometimes I have a lot of things that kind of get in the way. Well, this is the thing. It's like you can allow things to get in the way, or you can make it so thing you in your life you carve out the time to do the things that you know you need to do and be consistent with. Like nobody else can control that for you. You can say, "Oh, something got in the way," but what is that really? That's you not managing your time, which is Saturn is time. Saturn is management. Saturn is commitment. So, and this is one of the cruxes of my coaching, which is your Atmakarika. It's like you need to do these things because if you don't, you're not going to be the best version of yourself. And we want you to be the best version of yourself. Everybody else around you wants you to be the best version of yourself. You're trying to start up a business of craft stuff. Awesome. So you have an Etsy. You've created objects to sell. You you've advertised them on TikTok or Instagram. You have a page doing those things, right? You've done the groundwork because all that kind of stuff can be done in like one day. So, what have you done so far? That's the question. What I want you to do, this is like a little free coaching session. I want you to write down 10 things that would tell you that you have a business. So, do you have? I'm not saying you need to go and buy anything right now, but like, do you have a label printer? Do you have products you want to ship? Do you have enough craft supplies? Do you have a website? Do you have an Etsy? Do you have social media up? Like, do you make sure you have all the things up so people know where to find you? You know what I mean? And make it available so people can purchase from you. The ability to be successful is the ability to have a bunch of avenues of things open so that more money can flow to you from different avenues. Done TikTok and creative stuff, but other than that, still trying to get it all done. You can do it all today. You can get it all done today. You can open an Etsy. You can get a free website. You could get ChatGPT to write some copy for you. You could register an LLC or create a sole proprietorship. Like, how much do you want this? Like, how much do you actually want to be a business owner? How much do you want? Like, how much do you want your craft business to succeed? Like, you need to ask. You need to ask yourself that question, right? Yeah, it's like a mini coaching session. And like this is the thing, like with my coaching, it's like there's accountability too. So it's like if you actually did want coaching or business coaching, small business coaching, whatever, um, this is kind of the kind of things I'd be saying. I'd be like, okay, have you done this? Have you done that? It's like, and if you haven't done it, if you don't do what I'm telling you need to do for yourself, then I can't help you. You know what I mean? You really want it, you just have a hard time because you've never done anything like this. That's the thing. All the people who have successful shops, they never did it before either. You're not unique in the sense of you haven't done it, so you don't know how it works. We all, including myself, at one point had no idea. I didn't know how to code before I started making websites. I didn't know how to write JavaScript. I didn't know how to do tarot. I didn't know how to do astrology. There's so many things that I didn't know how. You didn't know how to count from 1 to 10, but until you started doing it and learned, that's you won't ever know until you do it. You know what I mean? So the only thing to do is to do it. So open an Etsy, make a list, open an Etsy. So that's one way. It's like $30, I think. It's stupid that they charge you money these days, but open an Etsy, make some content on your stuff, make some content on you making something. Point your phone down and just like show you building or knitting or whatever you're doing. Make some content about it. Draw people in. You will get an audience. There's lots of crafters out there who love watching craft stuff. So I don't think you're gonna have an issue with audience. Do you have access to the internet? This is a question. If you have access to the internet, which you do, you're on TikTok, you have all the tools necessary. You can do it. You can literally, you can ask ChatGPT. You know why ChatGPT works? Because it scrapes all the data of everything that already exists and feeds you back the information that you're asking about because so many people have been in your position before. You can do everything from your phone. That's fine. You can do everything from your phone. You could open Shopify from your phone. You can open. I like Shopify because it's a little bit cheaper, but it also has the e-commerce tool, so people can buy directly from you. You can create uh, a new email, a new Gmail address with your creations, like Brittany's creations or whatever. You can create branding. You can ask ChatGPT to make you a little logo, like whatever you want. You can do all of this from your phone, all of this from like little two taps on your thumbs. You can do it. There's literally nothing in the world stopping you from doing it except for yourself. You're welcome. Brittany. Honestly, this has been like a little free coaching session, but like I believe you can do it because everybody can do it, and so you can do it. It's just a matter of believing that it's not even you know what you don't even need to believe that you can do it. You can just try and keep on trying until it works. Because you don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to know a step by step. You can just be like, okay, I made one step today. What else can I do with this step? What else would make this? What would make this thing that I just made better? You know, it's like creating a little keychain or something. It's like, oh, how could I make this thing even better? Oh, I could bake it, or I could add a resin something on it, or I could do whatever to make it better. So it's like that. It's iterations on iterations, and so don't get bogged down with the whole scope of everything. Just start with the basics. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I got for you. I hope it helps. But yeah, you'll be fine. You'll do great. You'll do great because guess what? You're starting something new. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's the best place to start from. And if you need any help, let me know. La 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 la. Oh, somebody giving me a like. Nice. All right. So yeah, free one card for every new follower here. If you would like an extra card, let me know. But yeah, let me see if I should continue doing this live. Yeah, all new followers get a free card. Let me just see here. I might need to get a little glass of water because my throat is doing something funky. It's all dry and stuff. Victory. Okay, I'm gonna stay on, but just give me a second. I gotta get some water. All right, I'm back. All right, victory card. That's good. So yeah, let me know if you guys need a card. Look at your shuffling. Talking about Superman. That's an interesting spread. Oh, the Justice card fell out. Let's see here. Now, since I did make that new offering, um, if you wanted to, actually, Brittany, you can always book a session with me, and we can go through it step by step to what you need to do. So yeah, you can book me. I think it's just 4 hours in advance, but yeah, I'd be happy to do a little mini coaching. My hour-long coaching sessions are like 250, but since I have that anything thing up, like one-on-one chat for anything, it's just like 44 bucks for like a half hour. But I can download you a lot of information in like half an hour. We can really work through everything and get you on the right track. Because everybody, I feel like everybody does need or can benefit from a mentor at some point. Yeah. New followers all get one free card. If you are not a new follower, you can hit the subscribe button or purchase a reading on my website. Good stuff. All right. What we got going on? I'll hang out here for a little bit. I feel like I should be doing something else. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here shuffling cards. I feel like I should like be drawing a picture or something. Wonder, can you live stream art? Be interesting. Let me see here. Just waiting for you guys. What's up, Miranda? Giving away one card to all new followers. So if you are a new follower, I will give you a free tarot card. That's how it goes in this house. Lizette, yes, you can. You can just ask a question and I'll pull a card for you. It can be yes or no, or it'll be. You know, I don't like to give just yes or no's. I like to give an actual one card reading. Which, yeah, it's all right. It cuts a little more time into my life, but I think that you deserve more than a yes or no because nothing is truly binary. Thank you guys for all the likes and follows. They are very appreciated. It's Sunday. I don't usually go live on Sundays, but we're here now, aren't we? And if you're curious about what I have going on, you can check the link in my bio and see what I got going on as far as readings are concerned. I can't see your question. You gotta write it in a different way, I think. Or put 4 zeros before it and like a dot or something, just to like trick the algorithm to let your thing come through. Jessica, make sure you are following before you ask your question. And Lizette, I'm not sure if you asked your question, but it's not showing up for me if you did. So Jessica, will I get into my dream school? will I get into my dream school, Jessica? Ooh, the Lovers Reversed. I think they're a very discerning school. So this is going to be a matter of you like really kind of doing the Gemini thing, getting all your facts and figures in like figured out before you apply. I would apply to a bunch of different schools, obviously, but with the Lovers in Reverse, I feel like there's a little bit of a I don't want to say there's a delusional aspect to it because I don't feel like it's delusion. I feel like there could be like a little bit of naiveness where you don't have all the facts that you need, or you don't have something that your dream school might need. And I don't want to say that to dissuade you from your dream school because I feel like anything is possible with enough effort and time and all that kind of stuff. But in this case, the Lovers in Reverse is kind of throwing me a red flag of you know do you meet their criteria? Do you can you afford the area to live in if you have to live far away or whatever the case may be? I just feel like the facts and figures aren't lining up right now. But like I said, maybe you can figure those things out. So that's not a definite no, but there are challenges associated with some facts and Gemini talks about short distance travel. It's a ruler of the third house as well, so you may need to travel for this place, and that might be a lot for you. So keep all those things in mind, but I wouldn't say don't try because I think you should always try to go for things you want. But yeah, that's what I got for you. All right, who's that? I'd like to know if my ex Rodolfo will ask me to be his girlfriend again this year. You want to get back with your ex? Why do you want to get back with your ex? Why does everybody want to get back with their ex? Your exes. Your exes. That's silly. Just because you have a dumb shaped hole in your life. Unless you mess something up and then you want them back, you know you mess something up. Then you mess something up. So I don't know. Let's see this. Will your ex ask you to be his girlfriend again? High Priestess in reverse. I think you're being a little delusional. I don't feel like you're going with your intuition with this. I feel like you're ignoring your intuition. Like when you're with this person, I feel like you're like, oh, why am I here? Why am I with this person? Like what am I doing? Or like asking yourself those questions, like that nature of those questions, or like hating it or something. But now that you're out of the relationship, you're like, oh, I like that relationship because it made me feel something. Well, it's probably making you feel something because there was a lot of this going on, a lot of up and down going on, figuratively and realistically. So the dopamine surges that you were getting, the endorphins that you were getting during the relationship were a result of it being turbulent in the first place, which caused it to be an X situation. So the thing that you're actually addicted to, the thing that you want, is the chemicals, and the chemicals you can get from anybody, but it had a superior draw towards this one person. But it's a X situation, and I don't feel like you necessarily want to be with this person. You just want that feeling and that familiarity and that desire, like to be desired by that person. You get the same kind of like hormones and everything. So it's not. I'm not trying to dehumanize you at all. I think it's a valid emotion, but you are ignoring your intuition, and I think that's where we get into trouble. So yeah, that's what I got for you. So funny when you say question, it doesn't come out, but rest, rest of comment does. Yeah, I know that's weird. It hasn't shown up. Like maybe, like I said, maybe put like zeros in front of it or something. You were high school sweethearts and you just reconnected after 10 years. That's yeah. I don't know, man. I just feel like the high priestess in reverse is just telling me like, what did your intuition tell you? Like, what does your intuition tell you? And don't like romanticize it because romanticizing is getting into the land of the delusional, right? So you have to be grounded and you have to think maturely, and because that's what intuition is. It's using all your knowledge and allowing your body to kind of tell you if it's the right thing or not. And especially if they have something else going on, like if you haven't talked to them in 10 years, there's so much stuff that goes on in 10 years. So I wouldn't put much stock into it, but I would get more in touch with your intuition about it if you do truly desire that. Like do a journey, do a meditation, and just like figure out something, do a past life regression, whatever you need to do, like a guided meditation on YouTube to get you in touch with your intuition, because I feel like you're ignoring something, especially when it comes to this sort of like thing. Like maybe they're not mature, maybe they're in a different stage in life right now than you are. So it is, and it's like what would you want out of that as well? Because it was an immature relationship back then. Sometimes people don't change. You gotta consider that, especially if they haven't done a lot of work. People do change, but it takes a lot of work to change. You know what I mean? And if they haven't done that work, then it's safe to say that maybe the relationship would be the same. It would be immature. So I would go just trust your intuition with it, and like don't feed into it too much. It's a fun thing to think about. I'd say that's a fun kind of like thing, but I wouldn't put any stock into it. I reconnected with an ex a long time ago, and nothing came of it. They were like we were like high school sweethearts, and nothing came of it. It's perfectly fine to have people in your life that aren't romantically involved. Shandy, what you got? Will G contact me? Thank you for the ice cream. Wow, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Holy crap. All right, I'll give you a couple here. Shandy, will G contact me? Let's see. Shandy, will G contact me? Let's see, go here. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Heck yeah, they see you for the kind of queen that you are. Your nurturing attitude. Um, yeah, I think you're a very magnetic person. So I think that's awesome. And they see you as being that way. What was your question? So will they contact you? I feel like you can expect a message or some sort of contact, because I'm getting this bunny energy in here. So this kind of bunny is coming in as like a messenger. It's like, hey, I have some like, like some energy, but it is a bunny. So what do bunnies do? So it may be more in that kind of realm of things, but I feel like um, they see for the kind of like the Empress energy, because this to me is like a low key Empress vibe, and that's like very nurturing, very loving, very beautiful, very sensual, all those different things, very very grounded. So yeah, I think they will come to you seeing you as a beautiful person. I would say watch for people kind of like trying to take advantage of you in some sort of way. Just because I'm seeing the Capricorn head there, which kind of represents Saturn, which kind of reminds me of the Devil card, which is just like about pleasure, which is not something I usually get from this card, but it's popping up right now for you. So yeah, I would kind of watch out for just like people who are just pleasure seeking, which I mean, if that's what you want, then that's fine. But I think you deserve more, and I think you deserve more stability than that. So yeah, Easter. Yeah, yeah, very very interesting. Yeah, good energy overall. So I think that's nice. So yeah, I think I'll be in touch. Do you think that's all that he wants? I'll pull you another card for sure. Let's see. Is that all that he wants? Let's see. Is that all he wants? Is the bunny all that he wants? Three of Pentacles in reverse. So, um, I feel like there's an element of not really wanting to work together. This could be like not wanting to work together in a relationship or going solo. So in this case, I got the Emperor before too. So it's like all this is swimming in my head right now. So I feel like they want to come in, take control, but they may not actually want to work with you, say in a relationship. So you could find yourself in a situationship with them or something lighter. Um, so yeah, I'd watch out for that kind of thing. If that is something that you desire, then sure, obviously go with it. But if it's not, then just have higher standards and not just higher standards, but like have boundaries. You like oh you gotta like take me on a date first kind of thing. But yeah, that's what I got for you, Shandy. So thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate that. Yeah, he kind of can't now. Maybe. Oh man, dang. Lacuna. Let's see, Lacuna. Um, I got your question. Shall I text to Rio first? Shall I text Rio first? Shall I text Rio first? Shall I text Rio first? Ooh, the moon card. I think there's some secrecy regarding this. Some things haven't yet been talked about. Something is yet to be seen. Something's hidden in the waters of the emotions here. So if you're going to reach out, um, maybe it's like tell them something like deeper, not just surface level. Like expose a secret or just like do something more to draw them in because you're trying to connect with somebody on an emotional level and you may not be getting that emotional substance from this person through just like a basic text or a basic call. So yeah, I would say there's still something hidden too. So they may have some information that might be pertinent to your like your relationship if you're pursuing a relationship. Like maybe they already have somebody or whatever the case may be. But yeah, very interesting. Sandy, what do you mean he can't now? Maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. With the relationship, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it's just a matter of you can have whatever version of a relationship that you want with this person. It's just you need to make sure you have the boundaries there. And I feel like they want to be with you because they see you as like a queen. Um, but yeah, overall, it just might be the situation and timing, which bunnies are spraying. So it could happen pretty soon. Like I say, I do get kind of like a double card energy from it. So it might be both pleasure seeking. Yeah. All right. Well, I've been live for a little while now. We're going to take a break for a little while, unless somebody else would like to follow and get a free card. Otherwise, I'm going to hop off. So if you would like to ask a question, I'd be happy to answer it with a card. And once again, I will, of course, hawk my wares. As in, if you would like to book a private one-on-one session, it's only $44. It's a half hour, and we can talk about astrology. I can go into your chart. We can talk about business coaching, personal development coaching, anything spiritual. We can talk about psychedelics. We can talk about whatever you want. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cool offering. This is the first time I've offered anything like this, and I I think it's going to be very beneficial for a lot of people because some people don't like airing all their dirty laundry on TikTok. That's so crazy. Why would anybody want a private life? But doing it that way, it'll allow people to be more open and vulnerable and allow me to be more present and just doing live TikToks. So, general card, Barbie, yeah, for sure. Let's do this. General card for Barbie. Got it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Hangman in reverse. Very interesting. Okay, so the Hangman in reverse, it's kind of like you've done the struggling. You've put yourself through a kind of self-created, disaster or self, created struggles, and now you've learned from this now, and now you can take all the things that you've learned from and kind of write yourself in the world and come at it with a sense of knowing. It's like being like, okay, well, I know I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z because I've already been through A, B, C. So I know what that road leads down, and I'm not going to do that again because I've developed as a person. We've, gained some sort of enlightenment here, and we're no longer struggling. In fact, instead of struggling with things so much, we're going to start dancing with how life kind of throws us around. And that is also because of the past and because of the past struggles and everything. It's like you've gained a sense of humor about how things continue on in life. Like, say something like comes out of nowhere, blindsides you. You're like, oh, that I who who could have guessed that was coming? But we'll just roll with it, and be like, there's a sense of like, do not like a sense of like joviality. Is that a word? I don't know. I just made that up. But it's like really giving a sense of happiness and like going with the flow. You know what I mean? But that's what I got for you. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, Hangman in reverse. I think that's pretty positive overall. So yeah, you're just dancing with things as however things go, and yeah, no, that's awesome. So congrats on a positive attitude. Yeah, exactly right. That's good. Well, I'm glad you have a good attitude on your shoulders. And yeah. If anybody does want a private one-on-one, obviously this house is chaotic now, so it's a good timing. But I will see you guys next time. And yeah, check out the links in my bio if you want to book a private reading. And I will see you guys. It's okay, Julie. No, it's fine. Yeah, I was just wrapping up. Somebody had just asked me for something.